All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So I'm doing a singles reading today, and I done had a few things come out in the pre-shuffle, so I just kind of want to jump into it. If you guys need anything, check out the comment section. You know the drill. If you need anything, you can find it down below on my website. All the questions that you have are more than likely answered somewhere, okay? Or you can ask it in the comment section and one of us will answer it for you. So I've been hearing the song Black Widow playing as soon as I started this singles reading. You should have known better than to mess with me, darling. I feel like this is a past person. I feel like there could be someone attached to your energy. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to get rid of this past person. So don't click off real quick. I'm just going to bring in what they want you to know, and then I'm going to jump into someone new. But there could be someone still attached to your energy where this person couldn't do this relationship. It's like, I can't be committed. I can't give you what you want. I can't do this. But they are recognizing that maybe you came closer than anyone towards them, like emotionally. It's like you had, I'm seeing someone grabbing a string to a balloon, but that's their heart. You were able to pull the strings on their heart. I see that you could have been open with this person and vulnerable. I see that this person could be recognizing after healing or taking some time away from you that they miss you. And I see that this relationship could have had you showing up in a way that you never have before. But that could have made this relationship unbalanced where you had to place a boundary, okay? Yeah. And I see that you might not trust that person anymore. What does this person want you to know? This past person. They want you to know that they think highly of you. They want you to know, though, that you make them really anxious, and so does the thought of growth. So it isn't that you were unworthy. It isn't that they didn't like you, that they didn't care about you, that they didn't find you to be special. They found all of those things about you to be true. The problem is that you made them anxious and you made them want more, and that made them feel unsafe. So this person could have taken some time away from you. I'm hearing Luke Combs singing in my head. Hold on. The Love We Make. Is that the song? But this person could be having sleepless nights around you, thinking about you. Give me a little bit more. Yeah. And thinking about how they showed up towards someone that they admired and thought highly of. So there's just someone here recognizing that they thought highly of you, but they didn't act that way. This person really felt like you were one of a kind and that you were special, but they could have not treated you that way. Sometimes in life, you don't know what you got until you grow up and you mature. What they're showing me is like a 16-year-old getting a brand new BMW, a brand new Range Rover. Let's be honest, let's be real. Most 16-year-olds are going to wreck their first car that they get. I don't know one 16-year-old who didn't wreck their car, dent it, scrape it, not take care of their first car in the way that they should have. Because we're not mature. We're children. We're not really thinking about the future. We're thinking about now. And we're not really thinking about how our actions can affect our future. How us dinging this car is going to bring down the value. It's going to cost money to get it fixed. You don't think about that when you're a kid. You only think, well, I know everything. I know how to drive. I've got this. It's fine. Now I'm hearing that lyric, 17, you don't think that much about life. You're just living. So this person, when you met him, could have just been living. Not really thinking, just living. You come across their path and they ran you over like a bulldozer. And now they could be thinking how they could have been very guarded and defensive towards something that was the epitome of growth, but how they rejected the offer, didn't take the offer, or was discontent with the offer. So they are thinking about you, but they're also thinking about how you maybe moved on or how you have found some sense of peace around what this is. They could in the future want to give you an apology for some of you. So this person, that could be the reason why they're coming up, is because they could want to reach out to you in the far future. That could be something where they're changing their perspective around your dynamic, around you, around how they showed up. They're gaining information. They could be spying on you, but for a lot of you, they're not. They're just thinking a lot about you and recognizing that you gave a lot to them, and they dipped out. They ran. They said deuces. They were like, give me the check. I got to go. And you could have had to place a boundary because you got to a place where you were like, yeah, I get that you're letting me come close to you, or that you say one thing, but it's not enough. I need more. So I see a detachment, and I see you moving on from that person. Now, for a lot of you, you're in the place of your life right now where you're trying to balance a lot. You could be juggling. You could be feeling really uncertain in your love life. You could be feeling a lot of stress around going through a lesson you've done learned again. Some of you could be really regretting certain things in your life, and you could be really sad and disappointed around the fact that maybe you've made choices that haven't got you to where you wanted to go. Maybe you've chose the wrong partners. Maybe you've had faith in people you shouldn't have. Maybe you've continued to invest in people where you've done learned a lesson, but you invested in them again, or you could have invested in people who reminded you of past people, thinking you were going to get something different. Now, I see possibly a lot of chaos taking place here in your near future. Give me a little bit on the chaos. So there could be a connection here coming up where you're going to feel like someone is stepping on your toes. And I see that you and this person might try to fix it. So this could be an acquaintance at work. This could be a coworker. This could be a boss. This could be a landlord. You're going to feel like you're coming up, that there is going to be some sort of chaos unfolding in your life, and that someone is going to kind of step on your toes. You're going to feel unsure if you want to find peace in this relationship and if it's worth juggling, okay? I see that this person is going to fight for you. They're going to fight for a spot in your life. They're going to fight for your forgiveness. They're going to fight for you to have a different perspective. I see you being unsure, though, if you should trust this person. If this is a lover, I see that this could be someone who's going to have to fight their way into your life. I see here that some of you could have someone coming in, someone new or someone that you know, where you're going to be unsure if you want to give to this person. And they're going to have to fight for a spot in your life and prove that they deserve to be here, is what I'm seeing, okay? Now, you might be like, no, Danielle, I don't believe in that. Okay, well, guess what? This ain't your reading. Because whoever this reading's for, this person, it's like, I'm unsure what your intentions are, so show me what your intentions are. And I see here that you might get discontent with them. You might put them in a category and then have to show you that that's not who they are. So this could be someone where you're like, okay, you're inconsistent, putting you in that category, moving on to the next. You could be unsure about them. You could be uncertain about them. I'm certain that they don't show up. That's what I know, Danielle. Well, they might have to then come in and go, but wait, I want to show you that I am different, that I'm not that type of person. For a lot of you, this is a new person, though. Someone who has stirred something inside of you, but someone that you either don't trust or you feel like this is kind of like a stressful situation. It's stressful for me to have to balance all this right now. It's stressful for me to have to get to know you, and I'm unsure if you're the kind of person that's going to stab me in the back or have my back. I see that you might give this person a run for their money. I see that you might be a little unsure about letting this person in. Your intuition's going to tell you, hey, listen, have fun with this person. This person's going to allow you to capture your inner youthful side. You're going to really laugh and goof off with this person. This is random, but you might go somewhere where you're going to get sunburned, because I just felt my whole body get hot. Like when I've been really bad burnt at the beach, my back, I feel like if I touch my back right now, I'm going to scratch it and it's going to hurt because I'm so burnt. But I'm not. I'm not burnt. But that's what I feel. That's the sensation that my body's getting right now. So some of you have either recently went on a trip and this is your confirmation because you're currently burnt, Or this will be happening here in your near future. And when you're at the place of your life where you are severely burnt, maybe going to a water park, staying by the pool, hell, laying out in your yard, this could unfold while you're sunburnt. But again, they want you to enjoy time with this person. But I see that you might be uncertain whether or not you want to make time for them, if they're worth the time, if you want to let them in. I see you guys revealing your inner selves to one another, but I also see you not wanting to regret this. The last time someone showed up in this way, and I believe that that wasn't who they were, they proved me wrong. So I'm going to make sure that I see you through clear eyes. Well, you showing up in that way could have you being very kind of uncertain about someone, and it could even have you at a place where you're like, oh, prove it. Show up, show out, or get out. That could be your energy towards people, especially new people. And it could be a little intimidating because it's like, oh my God, you want us to come in with the whole world. That's fine, you know your worth, but make sure that you're not making someone new fix wounds and fix scars that you have because of someone else. It's okay for you to make them prove what they want, for them to show up and show what their intentions are. But if you're making them kind of chase you for you to run and go, prove to me, prove to me, prove to me, you might get your feelings hurt and you might end up regretting it, and that could end up being a lesson for you. Okay? So just to let you know. But I do see you being maybe hard to get your emotions out. I see that when you get to know this person, you might not be quick to tell them how you're feeling. There might be conversations they're wanting to have that you might say, okay, can we not talk about this today? I don't want to do this today. I don't want to talk about what we're going to be today. Don't pressure me. That could be your energy with this new person. And again, they're stirring something inside of you, but for some of you, it's making you very uncomfortable because the last time you felt this, what happened? It didn't work out. It turned into a lesson. You regret giving that person your heart or your attention. It made you sad. It made you disappointed. So now that you have this new person coming in, whether you already know them or you're fixing to be meeting them, they want you so badly, and that's great. That's grand. That's awesome. But that also makes you nervous because I keep getting a lot of cards about them finding you attractive. I find you so attractive. Oh my God, you're so attractive. And a lot of you could be feeling like, okay, but I don't want just that. Especially with strictly sexual coming out, a lot of you could be scared that this person only wants one thing. So if you only want one thing, you'll eventually give up. So I'm going to make you really work for it because then you're not going to want it. That could be how you're feeling. And this person could be proving to you that they're not going anywhere. And that, yes, they're very passionate about you. They find you very attractive. They can't quit thinking about you. They don't want to let you down. And when I tell you that they want you, honey, you would say, hey, let's do this. And they would be like, when? Right now? Right now? Okay. They would be all for it. Now, they also really like your brain. They like the way your brain thinks, how you show up, how you process things. Here's the thing. I think there's someone new that really, really wants to talk to you, wants to take you out, but feels like you're kind of in a season of only giving to yourself and feels like there are things that didn't work out for you that you're still kind of emotionally working through. Now, this new person really admires you, but for a lot of you, you're scared that this person isn't long lasting or that this relationship won't be long lasting, so you don't want to waste your time. This person feels like you make really good choices. They like the way you think. They like the way you show up in your life. They feel like you're really wise. Again, though, I'm attracted to you and the devil come out on it. Is what you're feeling to be correct? Okay, so yes, confirmation here. Be careful of giving to this person and that being all that they want. Now, for some of you, they're saying, hey, listen, have a conversation with this person around the fact that you feel that that's all they want. Something here could be burdening you. Hey, I feel like you're love bombing me and you're telling me I'm so attractive and I'm all of these things just because you want to touch, and you ain't touching. Some of you might need to tell this person that. Some of you might just need to be blunt and straight to the point and let them know, listen, if you're in it to win it and to get what you want, I'm not doing that. So I would suggest you not waste your time because it's going to be a long road ahead for you. that could put an end to what you feel this person wants, but that could also give them clarity that maybe they're showing up, they're chasing you, they're approaching you from a place that makes you feel uncomfortable and that you don't like, okay? And that could also make them go away and have to temper sides of them that they need to get under control. So if that happens, they're going to see what you mean, why you feel that way. And then they're going to be unsure whether or not you guys are going to be able to work this out. So again, let's say that this is someone new. Let's say that this is someone that you're getting to know and they come off wrong. And you kind of let them know real quick, okay, this is my boundary and this is what we're not going to do. That can then make them scared, because not only did you set a boundary with me, but you just called me the hell out when I didn't even notice what I was doing. But you're right, I was doing that. They've changed their perspective. They're recognizing that their desire is motivating them and pushing them towards you so quickly that they can't control it, but that it's also coming off towards you as like, okay, I'm okay, like, I'm not satisfied with this. That's kind of how a lot of you are feeling. And they're like, oh, I get it. So what is going to be their action? They're going to give you clarity. They're going to be honest around how maybe they regret a certain behavior or something that they did. Again, that could be a lesson for this person. Maybe this person doesn't know how to temper certain sides of them. Or maybe this person is like, well, any other person, it's been okay for me to come off that way. But you're saying, no, you want something different. You see it as disrespectful. Nobody else is seeing it as disrespectful, but maybe I'm gaining the information that I need. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is disrespectful. That could be for some of you. And this person's like, okay, but for me to be the partner that you need, I'm going to have to adapt to you and what makes you comfortable and what makes you happy. So whoever this new person is, they're going to want to adapt to you. They're going to want to almost adapt and like mold to what you want. I'm seeing someone doing clay. Somebody's name could be Clay. Somebody could be listening to the country singer Clay. I think his last name's Walker. This person is trying to mold into what you want them to be. And some of that is going to have to be anchored in regrets and how they're going to approach you and what's going to work and what isn't. I see you having firm boundaries. I see you putting an end to a certain part of this relationship, whether it's just a, okay, we hook up, there's nothing more, or a, okay, you keep coming at me passionately and lustfully, you need to stop because it's getting on my nerves. That could be some of you. And you're going to be like, listen, I get you're attracted to me. You find me attractive. Yeah, passion. But I'm putting an end to this because this isn't fair. I have desire for more. And I see you as someone who's going to keep me stuck. And this is like stale bread, baby. I'm going to get bored after a while. Passion's fun. Passion's okay until a few years down the road. And you're like, okay, this is getting kind of boring now because all we got is the same old passion. You're going to want something more eventually. This person can feel like they're coming off as rude. Once they recognize that, once they recognize how they're coming off, whoa, that was rude. That's what I'm hearing. In divine timing, what is this that's not being seen? So in divine timing, they're going to want to have a conversation with you about something. But what they're not saying is that this could be leading to emotional fulfillment. However, there are things that they are very stubbornly keeping to their chest. It could be something they're trying to get through and conquer on their own. So a lot of you could have someone new coming towards you that doesn't see a way to make this work until they get through something, which could be the reason why they are showing up towards this relationship in that very carefree, passionate, let's act like we're teenagers type of way. For each of you, it's going to be different. You might be okay with it. Don't know, don't care. This is what I do know. I do know that this person is going to eventually recognize that there's been things they've been keeping to their chest because they wanted to protect you, but in order for growth to be possible, they have to have the strength and the courage to involve you, okay? So Here's an example. You can protect your partner from zombies. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking about zombies, but there we go. You can protect your partner from zombies, but what are you going to do if your partner doesn't know that zombies are coming and then something happens to you and your partner's caught off guard? That's what I'm getting right here. I think emotional fulfillment could be achieved with this new person if you want it. I think you might be a little on edge on whether or not you should trust this new person or invest in them fully. It's like, prove to me that you are quality before I go jumping off a bridge thinking you're going to catch me. They are going to recognize that the way that they're handling this relationship is not going to suffice for the long term. So then they're going to reevaluate and they're going to show up differently. Again, let's go back to the example. I can't expect my spouse to take care of the home and protect with me if I'm not willing to fill you in on what the hell is happening. So I think they're going to start to recognize that they need to fill you in. One, yes, I know I've been letting my passion lead me, and you see it as me only wanting passion, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm having a hard time containing myself. I'm like a busted can of biscuits over here. Once I pop, there ain't no putting me back in. That could be how this person's feeling for you passionately. And it's like, but I can't help it. And I know you want me to control that side of me, but let me express to you that I'm like a toddler around you. I can't help but express this side of me. It isn't because that's all that I want. It isn't because that's what I'm out to get. It's because you bring that side out. You bring that side out in me. You make me lose my thought process. You make me lose my words. You make me want to stumble over my damn feet. You fuck me up in my brain, okay? But again, there could be a structure that this person has adapted to for far too long. Maybe fighting things by themselves, trying to protect when they're not really protecting at all. That's what I'm saying here. And I think they're going to have the strength and the courage to be honest with themselves, and then they're going to be honest with you about something. Now, once that happens, where are you and this new person going to go? Two of Water. I'm hearing High School Musical. We're all in this together. So see, that's what I'm saying. And I think you guys are gonna, I think that's gonna bring a sense of safeness, calm, security here. You trust me enough to tell me what the hell's happening, and you trust me enough to have your back, but I trust you enough to know that you're not gonna hide things and you're not gonna keep things from me. Again, there could be regret or sadness. It could be around how long it's taken them to do this, whether it's taken them to shift this relationship. For some of you, it's taken this person a long time to approach you and take this to the next level. For some of you, this is someone new that you had in your environment for a while that's been stirring something inside of you, but you guys haven't went to the next level to really start indulging in one another, and I think they're about to do that. They are sad that it's taken them so long, but they've done a lot of self-reflection on what they've wanted. And they've also wanted you to take the time to do that self-reflection. So this could be someone you're friends with that wants to take it to the next level, but they haven't yet. And you're thinking, what the hell's taking them so long? This could be that person where you guys are connecting intimately and you spend every Friday and Saturday together and you think you guys are going to start dating, but you're like, what's taking so long? There could be a few things going on behind the scenes. They are going to tell you that they regret not taking this to the next level sooner, that they've enjoyed being with you and they didn't want you to think that that's all that it was, although they couldn't contain that side of them. They really needed you this person was like, I need to have you in my life in any way that you'll let me have you. If that means being friends, if that means being lovers, if that just means me being your security or your cook, I want to be in your life in any way, shape, or form. Just allow me to do that. But again, for some of you, you could have felt very uncertain or felt like this was no longer going with the flow. So now it's like this person is going to have to get back in the flow with you, or you guys are going to go in two separate streams and go to maybe different parts of the lake. This person's like, no, we ain't. We doing this together. I see it. I need to adapt. There's no way for us to get emotional fulfillment if I can't become the person that I need to be, which is a quality partner. What is a quality partner? I personally think a quality partner is someone who is able to adapt and shift and compromise with the person that they claim to love for the betterment of the relationship. I might not be happy right now, but I know you're not doing this to hurt me, to harm me. It's because we need this as a unit. It's because we need this as the foundation that we built. And maybe you have kids underneath that foundation. Maybe you got tons of debt, money, wealth, security. Maybe you got people depending on you. That's what I'm seeing here with this person. And they're recognizing that something that they've been doing or something that they've conformed to for far too long is no longer working. And again, this could just be someone as simple as, well, my last relationship, I called all the shots. You're telling me I can't do that in this relationship. And you're showing up and you're being like, you damn right, you can't. You better tell me what's happening, because you ain't dragging me to a war and me being like, whoa, I didn't know we were going to war. I'm not even ready. You want to know what the hell is going on. But this person's got to get to a point where they're not just going towards the parts of the relationship that makes them feel comfortable and safe, but the parts that are also hard, but it's going to help it grow. It's not easy to have conversations you don't want to have. It's not easy to say things to your partner that they don't want to hear, but it will help it grow, and it will help you guys feel safe in the relationship. If you know that you can say anything to one another and you're going to get through it and you're still going to have each other's back the next day, that will build some sense of safeness and trust that you can't buy. So that's beautiful. So if you want this new person, I see that it could really turn into something magnificent. Now, for some of you, this new person could be this past person, but for a lot of you, that past person is going to eventually come back and apologize. Let's see. Is there a possibility that it's a past person? I don't think so, because it says new love. No. The past person is someone who made a choice. They had a choice to make. To love or not to love you or to love you, to move or to invest with you. They had a choice to make and they chose. They now regret the choice that they made, okay? So again, they're going to come in the future. They could have chose to indulge or to go towards something that they thought would be their emotional fulfillment, but then it wasn't long lasting. They could have chose what made sense. So if this is someone who was like, to love or not love, I'm going to do what's going to make sense. Logical sense. I don't give a hell what my heart says. Logical sense. If it's between you and you, which one makes logical sense? Logically, which one can I get far with? Yeah, I know I like her or him more, but I ain't worried about that. Which one makes logical sense? That's how this person made the choice. Now they feel like that was the wrong way to make the choice. They thought that they really made the choice that was going to get them happiness. You live and you learn. Again, this person's going to eventually come and say, hey, listen, I'm sorry. I wish I would have chose you, but you live and you learn. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. I mean, but this person could be watching you during this time, keeping tabs on you, not sleeping, recognizing that they missed an amazing opportunity. Again, with the choice, making a logical choice, communicating about something. They could be reflecting on some sense of communication that they also had with you. Communication that could have been very harsh, mean, bitter, defensive, guarded. This could have been the kind of person in your past where they would kick you when you were down. If they knew that they could say something and it would hurt your feelings, guess what's going to come out of their mouth? The one thing that they think can hurt your feelings. Guess who now has their feelings hurt? Them. Again, that person is doing a lot of communication. That person is doing a lot of reflection on the communication, what they said, how wrong it was. I think what's happening is that person is starting to recognize their behavior and recognize that they miss being around you. That there was something about this relationship where they felt that they could be open with you and you wouldn't judge them. You wouldn't critique them. They could have said something to you and you just been like, okay, just say whatever you want to say then. Instead of you wanting to then be combative, you just allow them to be themselves. But that's over. So I'm hearing it's too late to apologize. So for some of you, by the time they come back, it's like, I don't need your apology. You're apologizing for you, not for me. I don't need it. That's going to be how some of you feel when they come back. So if you want this new person, I see that it could be amazing. Again, I think the new person is a new person. I don't think you're getting back with this past person. I think the past person is just recognizing that with you, their life could have been different, but maybe they weren't ready for that. Maybe they couldn't be the version of them they needed to be. Maybe you guys were not meant to be together. But again, I do think that they made their bed and they're laying in it. So I'm going to leave it here and I will see you soon. Have a blessed day.